Good evening, everyone. It's wonderful to meet you. I didn't prepare for this, but I never have any trouble talking about Atomy and Atomy products because almost all of it I've used and experienced and love. Today I'm going to talk about the benefits of the milk thistle, Atomy milk thistle. Most of you know that milk thistle is used around the world for liver health. That's one of the things that it's well known for. I particularly like the Atomy milk thistle because it's made from the rhodiola flower. And you know, as a physician, when I'm telling patients to use a product, right, my reputation is at stake. So I'm not just going to tell you to use something and I don't think it's effective. So I have one story about one of my patients who's an accountant, and he would always tell me about how he was so stressed because it seemed like it was tax season all year long. But he used it as an excuse to drink a little too much, and it showed in his liver. So we had to have a really serious conversation about his drinking. But he told me he only had 1 glass of wine a day. And based on his numbers, his liver function, I knew that wasn't true. So I could tell that he wasn't prepared to have a conversation about his drinking, but as his physician, I needed to do something about his liver. So this is what I told him. I said, you know, all I want is a commitment from you is to use this product the way I ask, and I will, for 3 months, I want you to take this, and then we'll redo your labs. And I didn't charge him anything, so I just gave it to him with this promise that he would take it the way I advised, and that he would come back in 3 months and we would recheck it. And if it worked, you know, then he would pay me. If it didn't work, then, you know, it was an experiment on my part, right? So he did, and he came back, and his liver functions were really elevated, as you can imagine, because I was concerned about his liver and health. Completely cleaned up, right? So he was a big believer after that. I was a little bit disappointed just because I was concerned that gave him a license to continue to drink. But at least I knew his liver was doing better, right? And so he's a traveler. So he's a snowbird. So he comes to South Florida during the winter. So when he was away, he just bought some store brand, some non-Atomy milk thistle. And when he came back, his liver enzymes were elevated again, right? And so he from then on, you know, he bought out all of my milk thistle, and he's like, I never want to run out. And you know, he's committed to taking it, and it worked. So that is one testimony. I have lots of testimonies, especially about HemoHemp, but I only have 2 minutes.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Das.